வெல்கம் பேக் டு டிபி வெல் ப்ரோ. நான் உங்கள் டிகே. ஃபஸ்ட்டு என்னோடய சேனலை சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணவங்களுக்கு நான் தேங்க்ஸ் சொல்லிக்கிறேன். அதில் ஒரு பர்சன் மார்க்கஸ் கோல்லர், அவருடைய லொக்கேஷனை நான் சர்ச் பண்ணி பார்த்தேன், சுவிட்சர்லாண்டுன்னு இருந்துச்சு. ஸோ ஐ எம் ஹாப்பி. எஸ்டர்டே நம்ம சேனலில் லிட்ரரி தியரி அண்ட் கிரிட்டிசிசமில் 51 வேர்ட்ஸ் பார்த்தோம். அதனோட கண்டினியூஸாக இன்னும் ஒரு 15 வேர்ட்ஸ் இருக்குது. வாங்க வீடியோக்குள்ளே போய் பார்க்கலாம். Question number 51. Boileau's translation of Longinus on the Sublime came out in the year option A 1650, option B 1674, option C 1780, option D 1656. Correct answer is option B 1674. நீங்கள் என்ன கெஸ் பண்ணியிருந்தீங்க? ஆப்ஷன் பியா டியா? Question number 52. Who said to judge of poets is only the faculty of poets? Option A Ben Jonson, option B Pope, option C Sidney, option D Dryden. Correct answer is option A Ben Jonson. Question number 53. Who justified Plato by saying that the latter's attack was not against poetry but against the abuse of poetry? Option A Aristotle, option B Sidney, option C Pope, option D Johnson. Correct answer is option B Sidney. Question number 54. Which one of the following works of Aristotle is literary criticism? Option A Physics, option B Metaphysics, option C Politics, option D Poetics. Correct answer is option D Poetics. Question number 55. Who said tragedy imitates men as a better and comedy as worse than they really are? Option A Aristotle, option B Shakespeare, option C Bradley, option D Dryden. நீங்கள் என்ன கெஸ் பண்ணீங்க? Correct answer is option A Aristotle. Question number 56. Which unity attracted the much attention of Aristotle in his Poetics? Option A unity of place, option B unity of time, option C unity of action, option D none. Correct answer is option C unity of action. Question number 57. Plato equated poetry with painting and Aristotle equated it with option A drama, option B music, option C dance, option D none. Option B is correct answer, music. Question number 58. Omission of conjunction is known as option A accidental, option B hyperpattern, option C periphrasis, option D anaphora. Correct answer is option A accidental. Question number 59. Who among the following was the first to use high words for Shakespeare? Option A Ben Jonson, option B Bradley, option C Dr. Johnson, option D Arnold. Correct answer is option A Ben Jonson. Question number 60. In Dryden's essay on dramatic poesy, who attacks rhyme? Option A Crites, option B Eugenius, option C Lycidius, option D Neander. Correct answer is option B Eugenius. Question number 61. In Dryden's essay on dramatic poesy, who Who defines rhyme? Option A. Crites. Option B. Eugenius. Option C. Lycidius. Option D. Neander. Correct answer is option D. Neander. Question number 62. Theory of imagination was produced by option A. Aristotle. Option B. Penn Johnson. Option C. Addison. Option D. Pope. Correct answer is option C. Addison. Question number 63. Who said that Shakespeare's heroes are universal but they are individual also? Option A. Arnold. Option B. Coleridge. Option C. Dr. Johnson. Option D. Addison. Correct answer is option C. Dr. Johnson. Question number 64. Who considered Coleridge's Biographia Literaria the greatest book of criticism in English? Option A. Arthur Symons. Option B. Sainsbury. Option C. Arnold. Option D. None. Correct answer is Arthur Symons. Option A. Question number 65. Who said that poetry is the breath and fine spirit of all knowledge, the impassioned expression that is in the continents of all science? Option A. Coleridge. Option B. Wordsworth. Option C. Shelley. Option D. None. Correct answer is option B. Wordsworth. Question number 66. Who said poetry is the record of the best and happiest moment of the happiest and best minds? Option A. Coleridge. Option B. Wordsworth. Option C. Shelley. Option D. Keats. Correct answer is option C. Shelley. Question number 67. Who was of the view that the ancients were the unapproached masters? Option A. Coleridge. Option B. Wordsworth. Option C. Arnold. Option D. Keats. Option C is the correct answer. Arnold. Question number 68. Walter Peters' collection of essays studies in the history of the Renaissance came out in option A. 1850. Option B. 1873. Option C. 1865. Option D. 1860. Correct answer is option B. 1873. Question number 69. To whom Romanticism is the addition of strangeness to beauty? Option A. Batter. Option B. Wordsworth. Option C. Arnold. Option D. Shelley. Correct answer is option A. Pater. Question number 70. Who said that true wit is what oft was thought but never so well expressed? Option A. Pope. Option B. Addison. Option C. Steele. Option D. None. Option B is the correct answer. Addison. Question number 71. Who defined poetry as the art of uniting pleasure with truth by calling imagination to the help of reason? Option A. Pope. Option B. Addison. Option C. Johnson. Option D. Arnold. Option C is the correct answer. Johnson. Question number 72. The above definition was given in the life of option A. Milton. Option B. Howley. Option C. Waller. Option D. Pope. Option A is the correct answer. Milton. Question number 73. Who said nothing can permanently please, which does not contain in itself the reason why it is so. Option A, Pope. Option B, Addison. Option C, Johnson. Option D, Coleridge. Correct answer is option D, Coleridge. Question number 74. To whom poetry is the spontaneous overflow of powerful passion? Option A, Wordsworth. Option B, Coleridge. Option C, Keats. Option D, Pope. Correct answer is option A, Wordsworth. Question number 75. Who said poetry for Shelley takes the place of religion? Option A, Matthew Arnold. Option B, Eliot. Option C, Pater. Option D, none. Correct answer is option A, Matthew Arnold. Question number 76. Who said that Chaucer has no high seriousness? Option A, Matthew Arnold. Option B, Eliot. Option C, Pater. Option D, none. Question number 77. Who accuses Arnold of high pamphleteering? Option A, Eliot. Option B, Pater. Option C, I.A. Richards. Option D, F.R. Lewis. Correct answer is option D, F.R. Lewis. Question number 78. Who said probable impossibilities are to be preferred to improbable possibilities? Option A, Dr. Johnson. Option B, Aristotle. Option C, Coleridge. Option D, Wordsworth. இந்த கொஸ்டினுக்கு நீங்கள் ஆன்சர் என்ன கெஸ் பண்ணீங்க? Correct answer is option B, Aristotle. Question number 79. The name of the first part of Horace's Poetica is option A, Poesis. Option B, Poema. Option C, Poeta. Option D, none. Correct answer is option A, Poesis. Question number 80. Temper or Discourse was written by option A, Wilson. Option B, Roger Ascham. Option C, Ben Jonson. Option D, none. Correct answer is option C, Ben Jonson. Question number 81. Who was of the view that the ancient or guides and not commanders, truth lies open to all, it is no man's slave? Option A, Ben Jonson. Option B, Pope. Option C, Richards. Option D, Arnold. Correct answer is option A, Ben Jonson. Question number 82. Who called the neoclassic age an admirable and indispensable age? Option A, Eliot. Option B, Dr. Johnson. Option C, Richards. Option D, Arnold. Correct answer is option D, Arnold. Question number 83. Which one of the following works of Tennyson is a reply to Collier? Option A, The Advancement and Reformation of Poetry. Option B, The Impartial Critic. Option C, Grounds of Criticism in Poetry. Option D, Usefulness of the State to the Happiness of Mankind, to Government and to Religion. இந்த கொஸ்டின்ல நீங்க என்ன கெஸ் பண்ணீங்க? Correct answer is option D, usefulness of the state to the happiness of mankind, to government and to religion. Question number 84. Jeremy Collier's attack on drama, a short view of the profaneness and immorality of the English stage, appeared in option A, 1690. Option B, 1698. Option C, 1680. Option D, 1872. Correct answer is option B, 1698. Question number 85. Which chapters of Biographia Literaria are devoted to the study of imagination? Option A, 21 to 13. Option B, 13 to 14. Option C, 20 to 21. Option D, 10 to 12. Correct answer is option B, 13 to 14. Question number 86. Who made a difference between fancy and imagination? Option A, Coleridge. Option B, Addison. Option C, Eliot. Option D, Arnold. Correct option is option A, Coleridge. Question number 87. Who made a difference between poetry and poem? Option A, Coleridge. Option B, Addison. Option C, Eliot. Option D, Arnold. Correct answer is option A, Coleridge. Question number 88. Who said there neither is nor can there ever be any essential difference between the language of prose and verse? Option A, Coleridge. Option B, Dryden. Option C, Wordsworth. Option D, Shelley. நீங்க என்ன சூஸ் பண்ணிருந்தீங்க? Correct answer is option C, Wordsworth. Question number 89. Who said poetry is essentially the most worthless of all intellectual exercise? Option A, Peacock. Option B, Shelley. Option C, Gaussen. Option D, Locke. Correct answer is option A. A is the correct answer, Peacock. Question number 90. In which essay Arnold thinks of poetry as a criticism of life? Option A, the study of poetry. Option B, the function of criticism. Option C, culture and anarchy. Option D, none. Correct answer is option A, the study of poetry. Question number 91. According to Arnold, who is the beagent of his bleeding heart? Option A, Shelley. Option B, Byron. Option C, Coleridge. Option D, Keats. Correct answer is option B, Byron. Question number 92. Classicism and Romanticism is a postscript to option A, appreciation. Option B, Plato and Platonism. Option C, history of the Renaissance. Option D, Marius the Epicurean. Option A is a correct answer, appreciations. Question number 93. Johnson was a option A, critic. Option B, lexicographer. Option B, biographer. Option D, all above. Option D is the correct answer, all above. Question number 94. Who collects 10 Faults of Shakespeare? Option A, Arnold. Option B, Dr. Johnson. Option C, Eliot. Option D, Coleridge. Option B is the correct answer, Dr. Johnson. Question number 95. Who claimed in 1802 that a lyrical ballad was half a child of my own brain? Option A, Wordsworth. Option B, Coleridge. Option C, Keats. Option D, Shelley. Correct answer is option B, Coleridge. Question number 96. Lyrical ballads came out in the year option A, 1790. Option B, 1789. Option C, 1805. Option D, 1798. Correct answer is option D, 1798. Question number 98. To whom poets are the unacknowledged legislator of the world? Option A, Coleridge. Option B, Keats. Option C. Shelley. Option D. Wordsworth. Correct answer is option C. Shelley. Question number 99. Who said Sally is a beautiful and ineffectual angel, beating in the void his luminous wings in vain? Option A. Arnold. Option B. Lamb. Option C. Hazlitt. Option D. Keats. Correct answer is option A. Arnold. Question number 100. In which work of Batter the essay on style is included? Option A. History of Renaissance. Option B. Marius the Epicurean. Option C. Appreciations. Option C. Plato and Platonism. Correct answer is option C. Appreciations. Today, literary theory and criticism part 1 finished. Thank you for watching. Keep supporting my channel. மறக்காம லைக் பண்ணுங்க, உங்களோட ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸுக்கு ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க, கமெண்ட்ல உங்களோட ஒப்பீனியனை தட்டி விடுங்க. இது வரைக்கும் என்னோட சேனலை சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணாதவங்க சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. கீழே இருக்க பெல் ஐக்கானை தட்டி விடுங்க. நான் அப்லோட் பண்ணுற ஒவ்வொரு வீடியோவும் நோட்டிஃபிகேஷனில் வந்துக்கிட்டே இருக்குது.